Hello everyone and welcome to another market update after the market closed on 15th of March 2019. Here's where we look at the long-term picture, short-term picture, so we can be aligned with it for our investments and try and get a handle on what's coming down the line 6 months down, because the stock market is a very good predictor generally of things that are coming, even if most people aren't able to notice. And we look at the S&P 500, here it is, and over the last, you can see at the bottom here, several years, going back a few years, we can get a good picture, bird's eye view, and each of these little pegs is a week of price action up and down, and that's smoothed out for us by like an average over time called the moving average, is blue line here, over the last 40 weeks of action. So my system said this was a brand new bull market right there, 7th of November 2016. It then said to take profits, go to cash there, which was 22nd of October 2018. And it's been saying sit in cash ever since. Had this big drop here. The market looked over the edge, evidently didn't like what it was seeing, and did a big kind of 180 here and pulled itself right back out of that impending disaster. Didn't turn into a full-blown bear market, and here it sits. It had a good week. It's comfortably above, which is what I was explaining last week. You need to get back above that 40-week line, which is kind of like a general psychological, technically accepted barrier to get through, and there it is. We're just waiting to see what happens next. I want to see this moving average start to curl back up, and I'm looking over a good 6 months here to see that the trend back in place. So let's to make sure it doesn't kind of head fake us there. Let's see if we can get any bigger clues on the short-term picture. Here it is, just over 6 months now. I see a bit more detail, and there's that big move, and it just keeps on pushing high. And I've no reason to see why this is. This move higher isn't going to proceed. We cleared a very important line of resistance this week here, just you can see there. I said last week that would be an important move to make, and the market did it. It's cleared it. So I'm going to say short term, looking good as well. Still not saying a brand new bull market though. So the big portfolio kind of system is saying I'm still in cash. Let's see what else is going on. Let's look around the world. We haven't checked on Bitcoin for a while. Here it is. There's the this is what I use for Bitcoin, GBTC, which is like an ETF of it. Had this long grinding descent downwards, but that's finally stopped and actually starting to just shift up a little bit, very slowly but surely pull itself back. So watching that one closely. The worst could be over for Bitcoin. We're just watching what happens next. Cryptocurrencies generally, this one's leading the way, so I'm waiting for that to look at other opportunities in smaller cryptocurrencies. I want to see the Bitcoin, which is kind of the leader, get back on its feet. Let's see what's happening in gold. A lot of people looking at gold. Here's that rally I was looking at, and right now it's just kind of holding its own, hovering up in this space here. Again, I wanted to see this 40-week moving average start to curl up so it gets a much cleaner, prettier picture overall. Let's also check in. I like to keep an eye on China these days, see what's happening in the economy there, because it's an influence on everything. And it again looks like the American stock market, it didn't want to go down. It's pushed up here, it's holding its position. And the other indicator I look at for the global economy is copper. Again, likewise, this was looking over the edge, pulled itself back and is holding position back here. So that has defeated the bears on kind of the global economy point of view. So that's all for this week, and I will speak to you next time.